Vinati Saraf Mutreja joins in on the show right now. Vinati, great to have you. Let's firstly start off with your ATBS segment. This has been weakish of late, but now with crude oil prices rising and increased demand in oil rigs as well, how's your volume, offtake and pricing looking like?
See, frankly, ATBS, last couple of years and especially last year, our customers purchased too much. I think in the beginning of this fiscal year, they realized they're sitting on a lot of inventory, and so there's destocking that's been going on for the last 4 or 5 months. Even though the demand remains stable, so the consumption is stable. It's just that there was excess inventory towards the beginning of this year around March, which is getting consumed now. So ATBS offtake has been slow starting April. I expect it, to remain slow till September, and maybe the offtake will pick up starting October, November, towards the end of this year.
Also, the Capex was delayed in ATBS. What is the status currently, and what are the Capex and are the Capex plans on track?
Yes, so the capex for the new line of ATBS is on stream. It's on track. I don't know, maybe it will be ready by April, May. But given the long-term outlook, for the for ATBS, it's a 10-year outlook, and that is why we are building this line as well as the other capex is concerned, which is primarily in Viral Organics. That's also on track for a new product segment, and that will be ready by March, April 24.
Now, your other segment, IBB, can you tell us, Vinati, what is the outlook here?
IBB is, has been a stable product for us. Last year, actually, there was a pickup compared to the previous year, which was slow because the year before that was quite good. Other than, few monthly variations, this year should be stable. Ibuprofen as a drug is doing all right. Our largest competitor actually has not been producing IBB for the last few months. So that segment is doing all right for us.
Right. So are you suggesting that the competitive intensity in IBB segment has been reducing, and what does it mean in terms of your market share?
Well, that has been the case for over the last few months. I don't know if this competitive landscape will change or it will remain this way.
So, really, any update on the merger of Viral Additives?
Yeah, so the merger has received approvals from shareholders, from debtors. The only thing is pending is with NCLT. That's the last thing that's pending, and we're just waiting it out. Whenever they hear us and take our case, I hope it goes through.
And you're expected, you expected that Viral Additives could contribute close to 150 crores to your top line. Going forward, how much will you increase? Will that increase once your capacity utilization increases?
Well, the total potential of Viral Additives is much more, is about 700 crores. It's just that it started last year, middle of last year, and it has been very slow. The demand for those products, actually, it's been a very sluggish market in polymers, in plastics where it is used. So given that, today we are running at about 25-30% capacity utilization, which I see picking up towards the beginning of next year. So hopefully, we should reach full capacity utilization maybe over the next 2 years or 2.5 years or so.
So any plans of merging Viral Organics with the parent company anytime in the future as well? And also any guidance on the revenues that you can expect from the subsidiary?
See, Viral Organics is anyways 100% owned the subsidiary of Vinati. I don't think we will be merging that. That probably will remain a subsidiary. Given that it will be the first year of operation of FY25, it will be the first year of operation for Viral Organics. It's hard to give a number of how much it will add in revenues, but maybe 50 to 100 crores, but still very tough to say.
And you're also working on R&D in anisole chemistry and antioxidant industry products, which are higher margin products. So can we see your margins expand in FY24?
Yeah, margins this year have remained stable if you compare it to FY23. Somewhere in the range of 28%. I don't think this will increase. One can expect a similar margin profile, over the next 2 to 3 years, blended margin profile, because butyl phenols, I've said again and again, do have a smaller margin, less margins compared to the sales. And that market share is also increasing. We're achieving more capacity utilization in that segment, and that continues to add revenues to our product mix. So I would expect margins to remain in this similar range over the next 2 to 3 years.
Sure. Vinati, ATBS contributes to about 40%, while IBB contributes 20% to your revenues. Now that you're going to be delivering new products like antioxidants, anisole, how do you think your revenue change is going to, or rather, mix is going to change in the next 2 to 3 years?
I think you can, get that estimate. ATBS share has already come down to less than 50%, but with the new line coming on stream and, seeing how the demand for ATBS pans out, total potential of anisole, MEHQ, Guaiacol revenue potential is not more than 300 crores, for our company. So I don't think over the next 3 years, say we achieve full utilization of viral additives, of ATBS, of butyl phenols, the viral organics would still be less than 10% of our overall revenue.
Now, more than 60% of your business comes from exports. So what are your client conversations looking like? What's the export outlook?
I think we have reached the bottom. I would like to believe, and at least from what I'm seeing, the worst is behind us. Europe has been slow. China has also been slow. But the US is picking up. Most of them now seem positive. They're saying end of the year, we will see demand pick up. So let's see, keeping fingers crossed.
Right, but does the revenue and margin guidance for FY24 remain intact?
No changes to that.
Right. Vinati, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and highlighting what's going on with the company.